everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer and today we're playing with Suqqu. Thanks so much for all your feedback on my community page about what you wanted to see. It was so funny because I watched it during the day and at one point it was like 23, no, I can't remember, 32, 32 and whatever. I mean, it was just like, it was so close between all of them. So it seems to me that the Suqqu and the Chanel were the favorites, and then the Tom Ford Body Heat was the third. Don't worry, I'm still gonna do the Body Heat, but we're gonna do the Suqqu and the Chanel first. So let me pull back my hair, because again, there's a lot of it, and you can't really see what I'm doing with all this in my face. Let's do that first. A little under control there, slightly, not really. So, for those of you who don't know, Suqqu came out with a number of new eyeshadows and blushes and lip fogs. And if you haven't tried Suqqu before, I'll put my Suqqu, well, I have a couple, but I'll put one of my Suqqu videos above. And I absolutely love the brand. I think they are phenomenal. I have loved everything I've ever tried from them. The new eyeshadow quads that have come out, I think there were 8 of them. I'm not sure. It's been a rough couple days, guys. Sorry. I've been, you ever have a headache for like 3 days? I have had different types of headaches. One, a migraine, the other's like less intense, but still terrible, for like 3 days. So I'm still not like really all there. So anyway, my brain is just a little off. And thank you to all of you who recommended some like ideas for migraine treatments in addition to the medication. I really do appreciate that because I try all kinds of stuff. The Chantecaille face roller does help when it's like the sinus headaches that I get and the cluster headaches, and I've been using that a lot. When it comes to like a full-blown migraine, to be honest, nothing helps at that point. It's, you take the medication and you go to bed for several hours. So anyway, the new Suqqu has a bunch of new eyeshadow quads, blushes, etc. And the eyeshadow quads, I believe, are a new formula. I don't know specifically what that means. We'll get into it when we try them in comparison to the ones that I have from before. So I picked up 4 of them. I picked up number 03. I picked up number 06. I picked up 02. And then I picked up 101, which is like, I think the special edition one. So I think this one isn't part of the regular collection and the other ones will be. At least that's what I think at the moment. Anybody who knows more than me, which is probably everybody, can put the information down below if you know better. So let me go through the quads so you can see them. I might end up picking them all up eventually. I really do like the formula. But you know, there's no point if they're gonna be part of the collection to get them all at once. They are expensive. All right, so this is number 2. Eucuro. You know I'm not good with languages, guys, I apologize. But that's number 2. 02. All right, and I'll swatch them all today too. I'm gonna only do one on my eye, but I'll swatch them so you can see that. I'll also be doing the Tom Ford Suspicion versus the Tom Ford Desert Fox, because you guys asked for it, so I'll do that as well. This is 06, which I think is gonna be my favorite. I love that color story. Okay, number 3. Which I think is really pretty. I think they're all really pretty. And then the 101. These came faster than I thought they were going to, which is saying a lot. I get nothing on time. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So this is, I think this is the special one. This is 101. Okay. Then, like I said, I have blushes. I also ordered 2 of the new lip fogs, but they're not here yet. I didn't get any of the eyeliners. They have like liquid eyeliners or nail polishes. I didn't get those. All right, this is 124. Is 125. So let's first put some foundation on. So this is the Suqqu foundation. This is the cream foundation. They have another one that's just coming out, like the powder foundation or something. I don't know if I'll try that. Like I said, I've liked everything Suqqu's done, but I'm not really a powder foundation kind of person, so we'll see. But I have this in shade 210, which seems to work pretty well for me. Okay, so I put my eyebrows on, didn't want to make you sit through all of that. So let's swatch these out. So let's do the 101 first. Okay, so this one seems like a topper. It's like very light. Oh, the formula feels really nice and pigmented. Interesting. This is the 101, which I think is a really interesting color story because it has like these grays and then these oranges. So this is the first shade. This is like the light silvery shades. It's very much a topper. You can hardly see it. And then there's this pearly gray. It has like a little bit of almost a lavender undertone, an orange, and then like a sort of a shimmery burnt orange shade. It's really unique. Okay, the next is let's do it in order because I have a little bit of OCD. Let's do 02. Not a ton, just a little. So this is the 02. Again, the first shade, more of a sparkly topper, really pretty. Second shade, more of a, I'd say like a shimmer, almost like a satin. More of a matte. They're creamy though, they're not, you know. And then the last shade, more of a shimmer again. Ooh, that's really pretty. So that's 02. I wish I could make you like live vote. I have to do a live, guys. I did a live on Just Glow Firefly's channel, but I need to do one on mine, I know, and I will. Gonna try to get some of the wire stuff set up this weekend if I can. Always so much to do. So little time. We're getting a huge snowstorm in a couple of days. I mean, I do live in Massachusetts, so that's not a shock. There's 03. Sparkly topper. This is more of a satin. These two are more mattes. They're creamy mattes though. I love that one. Oh, I'm gonna love all of them. Okay, and then this is 06. Like I said, I didn't pick up all of them. Top shade, shiny topper, really pretty. Ooh, that's a pretty satin. It's like an olive, beautiful matte. And this is like a gorgeous gray. You can just see it, so pretty. So 101, 02, 03, and 06. That's gonna be tough to choose. All right, and let me show you the blushes on my hand. I don't know how well they'll show up, but let's do the 125 first. That's the peachier one. Yeah, it's not gonna really show up very well, but 125. And then this is 124. Now you might notice 125, 124. So they're both really light. The Suqqu shades have always been more diffused. But one thing I would say about this blush, if you notice, and the other ones had it before too, you have like this blush and then into almost like a highlighter. And so depending on how you sweep your brush, you can get more intense here or more towards this highlighter here. So we'll play around with that a little bit. Let me put on a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna use the Gucci bronzer today, because why not? So I'll be interested in hearing whether you guys have used Suqqu before. I'll be honest, before this year I hadn't. So, well, sorry, last year, 2020. I had heard of it, but I hadn't used it before. This has been, you know, a recent find for me, and I really do love everything I've tried. Okay, nice and bronzed up. And guys, let me know if you want a dedicated video for each one. I can do that, or if you just want to see like kind of the formula, and then, you know, I could, like, you've already seen swatches. Just let me know what you guys want and I will do it. All right, let's do the 03. Let's do the 03 and the 125 blush, which is the peachier of the two. All right, so let's start. The 03 was this one. Let's see how that looks on the eye. Let's go with a really soft brush first. This is the Hikarigure Z11? Z5? I don't know. The Z series, I always get confused with which one's which because they don't have the numbers on the brush. So I just, you know, I don't remember, to be fully transparent with you guys. We'll go into this shade first, start that as a transition. So the Suqqus that I have tried before, the eyeshadows, have been really beautiful, easy to blend, very elegant. Just, you know, all good things. Like I can't say anything bad about them. Although I would say they are not super pigmented, which, you know, for me is fine. I actually like a less pigmented, buildable kind of shadow, but that's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people want, you know, a more like duochrome, very pigmented look. You're not going to get that with Suqqu. Like, they're not about that. They're much more about an understated elegance, a subtle look. So I don't think this formula will be any different, just because that's Suqqu's aesthetic. But you know, you never know. So we'll see. But so far, I'm getting the same kind of vibe. They're blending beautiful. Like this, the brush helps. It's a really good brush, but I mean, it goes on really well and blends out just beautifully. Like it doesn't stick to any skin. You don't get like patchiness at all, which is nice, because then you just have a smooth base on which to work, which makes it a lot more fun to do your makeup when you don't have to blend it out like 9,000 times. All right, so let's go in with, this is actually a Chanel brush. This is an eyeshadow brush. It's like a domed brush. And let's go in with this sort of satin shade, this brown shade. This is a synthetic brush. So let's see. Yeah, that works well as well. The Chanel brushes used to be natural hair, but have switched over, similar to Tom Ford. This is a great brush. I really like this brush. I think it's really good for like very targeted crease or outer corner. And it does seem to work really well, blends out beautifully. I never have a problem with it. So if you want this type of shaped brush and you want a synthetic, this is one I can recommend. I will try to remember this time to put all the brushes in the description box down below, and I'll include this one so you guys can get it if you're interested. I've been getting a lot more questions about brushes, probably since we did the live with Lexi and Just Glow Firefly, which makes sense. So I will endeavor to link more brushes in the description. This is the Wayne Goss 03. I'm just like super blending, frankly. Okay, so let's take the shade here and put this on the lid. I'm going to use the Chikuhodo F06. Oh, that's a really pretty shade. It's very much like a coppery gold shade, and this one is definitely more pigmented than the others, which is interesting. I mean, the others are certainly pigmented enough, don't get me wrong. It's not like they're not. It's just this one has more like oomph than the others do. Just going over it with the Chikuhodo 03. You don't have to do that. I'm just trying to get a very blended look. Then I'm going to go back in with this is a Classic Crease by Sonia G in that dark brown satin shade. And I'm just going to kind of blow out the outer corner here with that shade. Kind of soften it up, but intensify at the same time. If you hear any sounds in the background, that's Remi. All right, so let's take the topper shade, this shimmery shade. I'm gonna use my finger. That's really pretty. It's super light, but it's like a really nice sparkle to it, which I'll let you see in a second. I'm also gonna take it with the only Morphe brush that I own, which is an inner corner brush. I've had this for a long time, and I have to say, it actually works really well as an inner corner brush, but it's the only Morphe brush I actually own. It's just kind of odd. Okay, I don't even know why I picked it up, to be honest with you. All right, so then let's go in with the 05. And I'm gonna use the dark brown satin shade, just line underneath, lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the Chanel Espresso liner and just go in a little bit on the top. If you haven't used these Chanel liners, these are the waterproof ones. They are pretty impressive, actually. I've been using them literally for 20 some odd years, 25 years. And they are absolutely waterproof and will stay on pretty much through anything. But they go on the eye like relatively easily. Like they're not super sticky. I don't exactly know how they do that, but it's one of my favorite products from Chanel, actually. Just absolutely love it. Okay, let me put on the blush and then I'll bring you in closer. So, like I said, we're gonna use the 125, which is the, my brain is gone. The peachier blush. And what brush do I wanna use? Let's use the Chikuhodo Z, because why not? Use the Z on the eye. This is the cheek slash highlight brush. It's a smaller brush. But the thing I would say about the Suqqu blushes is that they are like light and diffused. So you don't really have to worry about depositing too much pigment. Again, this is a super soft brush, but even if it wasn't a super soft brush, I don't think you'd really have to worry. It's just not that kind of blush. It just gives like this, the most beautiful sheen, but it's, you know, it's just very diffused, which I think looks really nice on drier skin and older skin. Okay, so let me bring you in close so you can see the look a little bit better. Super close. Okay, so I'll bring you in so you can see the eye look, but you can see the look on the cheeks. It's just a beautiful, beautiful blush. Just, you know, gorgeous. You don't need a lot. It diffuses everything. It doesn't accentuate any texture. It's really pretty. Now, if I leaned on the like whiter, creamier side of the blush and kind of used it as the highlight. You can see how that works. So, you know, depending on how you want to do this, you can blend the two together, which is what I did, or you can go towards this side and use this as highlighter, use this as blush. What I did is I kind of just swirled it together and went over it. But like I said, you can do it either way. See how pretty that is? But see the nice sheen that the highlight gives you, but it's subtle. And the eye look is beautiful. Okay, so let me put on some mascara and then we'll come back and I'll show you one of the new lip fogs because I do have one. The other two are still on their way. Okay, we're back and I have some mascara on, but that is all that I've done. I gotta say, mascara always just makes such a huge difference, at least to me. So this is the Marc Jacobs At Lash, which is one of my favorite mascaras. So I have on, as I said, the 03, the 125 blush, the Suqqu foundation, Gucci bronzer. I mean, I just think this is a stunning look. I just think that's beautiful. Looks really just perfect. It's just, I mean, so pretty. More pigmented than the ones that I had used before, but not like overly so. Blended like a dream, absolutely perfect. And I love this squad. Now this was the 03, it's Hikarigure. I know that's not right, I'm sorry. I'll put it down below the spelling. These are available on Selfridges. I'm sure they'll be available on other sites. I think February 4th, they're available on Cult Beauty as well. If you want to pick them up there, I really would recommend all of them. I mean, I haven't tried the other formulas yet, but I'm going to assume that they're all going to be the same formula. Suqqu is really good about that. It's not like they're going to have inconsistencies, or at least I haven't seen them yet. And this is, I just think, a beautiful, warm, you know, golden, coppery kind of quad. This is so pretty. Anyway, okay, so the lip is the Suqqu Comfort Lip Fluid Glow in 08. They look like this. I don't have any lip liner on, I'm just putting it on directly. So I mentioned, you know, I'm not really picking up lip products, and I haven't picked up the new Charlotte Tilbury's. There's a bunch of others, Pat McGrath. This, however, I did pick up, and I picked up 2 other shades, and I'll tell you why. These lip fogs, and this one is the Glow, not the matte-ish one, are amazing. They feel amazing on the lips. They do. They're comfortable, they look beautiful, they're pigmented, they go on. I didn't put a liner on. I love them. And this shade is actually perfect for someone like me who likes that like brown, you know, that beigey look. That's exactly what this is. But it doesn't wash me out. But there are beiges that when I wear, they make me look ill. This doesn't do that. This has enough color in it, enough warmth, but a little bit of pink. This is a great shade. Again, it's 08. They have it in the lip fog, the regular, and then they have it in the Glow. I got the Glow because I like that a little bit more. You know, honestly, guys, just, I love the Suqqu collection. Yeah, so beautiful. So this is the finished look. You can see the highlight and the blush. Excuse the roots. It's only been 2 weeks, but yeah, my hair grows like insane. So I just think it's stunning. The blush, like I said, it's a blush, but it has like that highlight in it. You can use it very separate as the blush and highlighter. You can blend them all over. I mean, you're just gonna get a stunning look. The eye quad, this is in 03. I'm gonna use them all obviously, but if you want separate ones, videos for each quad, I'll do that. If not, that's fine too. You can let me know which ones you're more interested in. But I love this one. I think it's beautiful. I can't wait to try all of them. Yeah, so anyway, I will tell you guys, they sell out really fast. So these were available like a week or so ago, a little longer. and they sold out immediately. Then they restocked. And so I'm gonna guess maybe even by the time this goes up, they might sell out again. So just be aware of that. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.